CDs. What do we think about vinyls? I mean, you know, I can only tell you from my very private perspective, I'm probably, I don't know, either I'm too lazy or too stupid to download, so I still buy CDs. And to a certain extent, I also respect, you know, all the work which is put into the making of the CD. So I'm not really downloading anything. Maybe my computer, maybe it's my fault or whatever. You know, I tried. I wasn't very good, so I stick to CDs because for me it's also very important packaging all the informations and everything. I know eventually that there will not be enough space in my flat anymore. You know, if I just buy new CDs and new books this is very old-fashioned, but you know, I'm kind of old-fashioned guy.
Okay, you're on Laibach for a very long time, so how you manage to do stuff for that?
Yes, how to say, I know Laibach from my film studying in Ljubljana in the middle of the 80s already. So it was a small community of artists, so I was attending their concerts at that time, but professionally we started to collaborate. I think it was God is God video for the Jesus Christ album, yes. And later on Tanz mit Laibach and in fact all the other official videos like Anglia for the last folk album and so on and so on. I'm glad I'm how to say part of the Laibach collective, Laibach family. Somehow this is the only formation that stayed alive, because people were dying, states were collapsing, systems were crashing in 30 years, and this is for me one of the things that is still well and wealthy and alive, and that's good.
For video Tanz mit Laibach, there are the images remind us on propaganda posters from the 30s and 40s and 50s. Did you have that in mind?
Of course, I mean, I always prepare very well on the shooting, and this was like the first video of Yanni, which album was? Vat, yes, Vat, and it should be done something very strong, and also the text of the song dictates somehow the images, and here it was like Laibach dances this hellish dance with all kinds of systems, and I wanted to use this expression of cut-up techniques of the collages, so the different images, so they're like kind of live images, kind of all black and white crazy dances, kind of animation used, and everything is dancing in this video.
Yeah. Okay, I mean, that song reminds me of Del Mussolini from Daft. Did you have also that?
Yeah, in a way, because the song is actually talking, I mean, it was made in the times of the conflict between United States and Europe. When Bush was on power and so on, so we thought that, you know, when America started this Iraqi war and second one, and it was this interesting conflict between Germany and America at some point, you know, when Germany kind of refused to actually help United States in the liberation of the world. And actually, we did this song just before the war started, and there's this line, you know, we are tanzen zusammen, wir tanzen nach Baghdad, which was actually before and it was related to Deutsch-Amerikanische Freundschaft, German-American friendship, Deutsch-Amerikanische Freundschaft as a group, who are basically the friends of us. I mean, we were on the same company, Mute Records, for a while, and we wanted to use that a part of their song, Wir tanzen Adolf Hitler, wir tanzen Mussolini, wir tanzen Jesus Christus, in the song, just to kind of, as a kind of, you know, how do you say? Homage to DAF. By the way, we're playing with them very soon, a double headline bill in Belgium somewhere in some festival. But they forbade us to use that line, because apparently they had lots of problems with their, you know, kind of Nazi imagery. They wanted to get out of that stuff. They wanted to go into the, you know, clean-cut pop music and so on, and so they said no. And our song was already recorded, so we had some problems to change the lyrics, and we decided to use, instead of Wir tanzen Adolf Hitler, Mussolini, Jesus Christus, to actually use Charlie Chaplin's, our old friend, names. Wir tanzen Adolf Hinkel, Benzino Napoloni, and so on. And you know, which is, of course, DAF couldn't say anything to that anymore, so we changed those lyrics. And the funny story is, I have to tell you this, so, you know, it's kind of nice. When Geraldine Chaplin was in Ljubljana, member of the festival, film festival in Ljubljana, and she was interviewed by journalists, she was asked, you know, does she know any Slovenian film directors? And she said, no, but my son is a big fan of Laibach. I mean, that's really something. You know, we were inspired by Charlie Chaplin, and his granddaughter is kind of, you know, our fan.
You also have one earlier song, Ale Giganali, is also from DAF. You always took some song, and it's not a cover, but you rework that song in your own way.
Yeah, I mean, this comes out from our basic philosophy that nothing is original, and that we shouldn't really go in trying to do something heavily original or use things blah blah blah. You know, I mean, go into the new things and so on. Then we should. I mean, history, whatever was made in the past, is actually for us inspired. It's a source. It's a material, and we use that material. We work with it. It's equally important as, I don't know, if I see the sunset or the tree or the, you know, the murder or anything like that. And it's equally important that the statement, the song, whatever, and that's our rough material, or material to use. And that's it. That's how we work. As Kandinsky once said, I think it was Kandinsky, I'm not sure, but he said, or maybe it was Stravinsky, a good artist doesn't copy, he steals.
Yeah, that is also the things that they learn us on film and theater art. You must learn how to steal, and when you're stealing, you steal that kind of material that no one recognizes. So.
But it's, you know, it's not really stealing. It's a kind of you know, you use something which belongs to basically the entire civilization.
This is this statement is more like some kind of joke.
Yeah.
But I wrongly said it. But okay. Any more questions? Okay. So here.
I have a question. I love your 80s stuff, of course. I live out in the States, so I gotta tell you, there's many people that are inspired by you, such as Dan Carey, Tool, then of course Peter Steele, who just recently died. He was a major.
I met him. Actually, we met in New York once.
Yeah, he was awesome.
Nice guy.
Awesome. Well, what's your response to that you have a new famous musician inspired by you?
Sorry?
What do you think? What's your response to, that famous musicians such as Danny Carey is so strongly inspired?
Who is he?
Danny Carey, Tool. Well, that Peter Steele.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Well, yeah. I mean, kind of a little bit surprised always because these guys who are approaching us, who are claiming that they were inspired by us, are from completely different media, and also within the music scene, completely from different genres. You know, like Devo people were also big fans, and you know, this guy Trent Reznor, Marilyn Manson. We met all these people while we were in the States. Then Rob Halford from Judas Priest, Morbid Angel. You know, guys like that. And it's interesting. And even here in Europe, I don't know, Rammstein. But then on the other hand, people from the electronic scene. You know, and so it's quite interesting that this is happening. And of course, we are, you know, very happy, and we always are trying to use that situation and work with these guys somehow, but you know, it doesn't really happen always.
So with your new project, since it's visiting the 80s, right? Are you bringing back the original members, like Dan Kness?
Well, you know, the Dan Kness, within actually Laibach, there are only 4 people, which is like Eber, Saliger, Dachar, Keller. Whoever is actually using or has his private name, his name from the other life, is not a member of the group. But I know what you're asking. I mean, Dan Kness is of course.
One of the main reasons for Laibach, right?
Sorry?
He was one of the main reasons
It's,
for
you know, everybody was the main reason for Laibach. In that terms, we don't make any differences. We work. I have to answer this, but Dan Kness is a member of Laibach still. So he's working with us, except he does not, when he's with Laibach, he does not use his name. And so he's not coming back, he's here all the time. And we did one show in front of a graphic center in Ljubljana, where we actually invited the very first Laibach, you know, people who consisted the very first group in 1982, 81, 82, and they did this one show, which was of course very nice, but you know, we really don't want to act as a museum. We want to go, you know, it's nice to let people know that there is some past, but you know, Laibach is also the future. Thanks.
Okay, if that is it, thank you for joining us in this Q&A.
Thank you.
I hope the questions are
Any more
hard.
questions?